QCTV, making a difference in the Quad Cities. Live from the Quad Cities, with Morgan Otier and Kyle Keel, this is Quad Cities Live.
Today on QCL, the weather is changing, which means we're in the market for things like jackets, hats, and gloves. The Black and Gold Shop will join us for ways to support the Iowa Hawkeyes and keep warm. Plus, Ask the Experts Week continues with affordable metal manufacturing, why metal is becoming the go-to material for exterior projects. And later, Back Road Fest is back for another year, hosted by Urban Teak QC. We'll learn more about that business and the others taking part in this popular annual event. It is Wednesday, October 16th, and you're watching Quad Cities Live. Thanks so much for joining us this afternoon. I'm Kyle Keel. Morgan is on assignment today. Well, if you've ever dealt with joint pain, inflammation, or have had difficulty moving, chances are you've seen an orthopedic doctor. And depending on the pain, you may be wondering, do I need revision? Do I need a replacement? Well, here to answer all of our questions is Dr. Craig Moe. He is a board-certified orthopedic surgeon with orthopedic specialists here in the Quad Cities. Dr. Moe, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, I know you're a busy man, and you all are always busy at orthopedic specialists. So, you know, the orthopedic specialist serves Davenport, Clinton, and the entire Quad Cities area, and it's the area's only all-fellowship-trained, board-certified group of orthopedic surgeons. So you've got many doctors on board that specialize in different aspects of orthopedics. So what is your specialty?
I specialize in hip and knee replacement. I'm fellowship-trained in that, so that means anything from people with arthritis that need a primary hip or knee to people that have already had a hip or knee replacement that need them redone.
So what does fellowship trained mean?
So essentially our training is you do your med school, then you do generally 5 years of orthopedic surgery residency, which is just kind of the basic orthopedics.
Yeah.
Fellowship means you did an extra year generally of training in something special, you know, something that you do primarily.
Sure, and of course you specialize in the hip and knee, so we'll kind of focus on that aspect here. So what qualifies someone for revision of the hip or knee joints?
So generally somebody that has had a hip or a knee replacement that is having issues with it. Okay. So either can't move it the way they want to, they have continued pain, perhaps infection, you know, drainage, things like that. Anybody that's had a hip or knee replacement in for a while that just isn't totally happy with it, or if there's an issue with what was implanted originally.
So at what point should we be concerned with our bodies if we think that we need to go the route of a hip or knee replacement? So that obviously comes before that step.
Before a revision, correct, yeah. Really, it's, you know, people come to us all the time that have arthritis. So generally it's for arthritis, the treatment of arthritis. Sure. Generally hip or knee pain. Knee pain's pretty obvious. Hip pain's usually like significant groin pain. Right, so people don't realize that a lot of times, that the hip joint is actually in the groin. And if that's interfering with your quality of life, there's no need to live like that. You know, if you're having pain to the point where, oh my gosh, I just can't do the things I want to do, that's when it's time to see us.
And I'm thinking of a family member who's gone through a hip replacement, and yes, you know, when you're going through it, you're in a lot of pain, but once you recover from it, I mean, it's like you're a completely different person.
Especially hip replacements.
Yeah.
Hip replacements are the most satisfying surgeries of all surgeries, where you essentially wake up from the surgery feeling better.
So talk about how invasive these surgeries are.
You know, it's an incision is based on how big the person is, essentially. Sure. So there's no real minimal way to get into the hip. There are some things that have been developed, and in general, it's just it's a routine incision to be able to do the best quality work we can and be able to see what we're doing.
And of course, the first step to finding out if you need any of these operations done is to see an orthopedic specialist. So it's important to see someone, but it's also important, if you get some sort of diagnosis, to gather a second opinion, as is anything health related.
Correct. Yeah, for sure. You know, again, a lot of times there's a lot of people that do primary hip or knee replacements that may not do a revision or may not do a redo of that surgery. So you may not get the answers you want from your primary surgeon. So in those cases, if you just feel like you're not getting anywhere and you're still having pain and questions haven't been answered the way you're happy with, that's what would be, when it would be time to see a second opinion.
Okay, so always important to get that second opinion. So I wanted to talk a little bit about yourself and your background because you are new here to the Quad Cities area. You started as orthopedic specialist back in August. So it's been a couple of months and you're relatively new to the Quad Cities, but you are not new to orthopedics because you have a couple decades of experience.
That's correct. Yeah, I started out initially practicing right out of residency in Wisconsin in the Milwaukee area. Okay. Actually went back and did a fellowship, which is a little bit unique about what I did. I actually practiced as a general orthopedist doing everything. Sure. And decided to refocus on doing just hip and knee replacements. We moved to Iowa from Wisconsin to move closer. My wife had some family in Sioux City, and we wanted to be closer to them as her father was having some medical issues. And we eventually settled in Des Moines, and just things didn't work out the way we wanted to in that town, so we decided to come out here to the Quad Cities. Yeah. I had an aunt that was, aunt and uncle that were in Moline, and my grandmother was in, my grandmother was in Clinton, so it was all kind of an area that I was familiar with, so it really was a good fit.
And so how's the first few months been?
It's been great. I really like the Quad Cities. I've been out kind of going along the river and experiencing everything there is here. We're really excited to be here.
All right, awesome. So keep up the great work, and thank you for coming in to answer a couple of our questions. And if you want to learn more about the doctors, the specialists, and service provided, or as well to book an appointment at the orthopedic specialist, you can visit osquadcities.com. Again, Dr. Craig Moe, thanks so much for stopping by today.
Thank you.
All right, well, up next on QCL, sports fans, fall is here, and we know what comes after that, which means it's time to update the wardrobe of your favorite teams. For Hawkeye fans, you have a one-stop shop for all your clothing and outwear needs. The Black and Gold Shop will be here with us after the break.
You're watching Quad Cities Live.
Well, no matter the season or the sport, we all like to wear our favorite team's apparel. And for Hawkeye fans in Iowa, you look no further than the Black and Gold Shop in Davenport for all your Iowa athletics apparel. Carla Anderson joins us now with a variety of outerwear and apparel options at the Black and Gold Shop. Carla, welcome back today.
Thank you so much for having us.
Of course, now with the colder weather, I mean, we had that hard freeze this morning, temperatures in the 20s. Our minds are to the sweats, to the hats, to the gloves.
Yes.
And you're getting a flood of people that are coming in for those products.
We are. Even though the game is away, there'll be plenty of parties locally.
Oh, yeah.
That you'll need a hat, scarf, gloves, jacket, sweatshirts.
Blankets, beverage apparel. I mean, your website is just full of different types of Hawkeye apparel that you can get, Hawkeye logos. So we're looking at some photos of your store, and obviously you walk in, it's black and it's gold.
It is. Yes, and we've got plenty of baby things, toddler, youth, women's, men's, and it's a wide variety of companies. Nike is the official outfitter for the Hawkeyes, but we also carry Columbia.
Oh yeah, I see that. Yeah.
And we've got Pressbox and some other companies.
Yes, you got the big names as well, and you brought a lot of items here, including some games. It looks like a match game. I see a puzzle.
Puzzles. There's a match game. If you're into playing poker, they have chips, playing cards, and then everybody needs their calendars. We get them in September,
right around the corner.
And we really need to get them out. So this makes a great Christmas gift. The box one.
Yeah, the one that you
just... Because that's trivia.
Oh, yeah. So each day has a little bit of a trivia question. Yep. So obviously hats are a big apparel that we like to wear. And I mean, you have so many different designs available.
Yes, this is a small selection.
Yes, couldn't bring the whole store.
We got in just tons of them. Yeah. So we're set with all the hats and stuff. So. And gloves.
Yeah, hats and gloves. And then this, I think, is very cool. This right here, this is, I didn't notice it at first until Carla pointed it out. This is a blanket with a hood on it.
Yes, and it comes in a convenient carry bag.
Yeah, so this is handy if you're going to any of those outdoor tailgates. And then this one's for the kids. It's a Mickey Mouse wearing a jersey, holding a blanket.
It is.
That's cute. Is this a popular one?
Yes.
Yeah.
You get a blanket and a stuffed animal. Off for the price of one.
All right, and of course we've got the mannequin that's sporting a pretty nice hefty
It
sweatshirt.
is, and it's reasonably priced.
Okay, awesome.
Which is
priced.
good.
Yes, it's very good. Yeah, price friendly as well, and the material inside feels
it's
feels
very
good as well.
soft. It's a very soft fabric that Nike brings in, and that they replicate a new logo every year on the same fabric. So if you like that fabric last year, you're going to love this one.
All right, there you go. Head in and get this. And then, of course, you've got plenty of these caps as well.
Yes. Yes, we have lots of ball caps, men's, women's, and kids.
Well, so what do you think is the most popular item in your store right now? What do people come in specifically for?
Well, they're coming in for sweatpants.
Oh, okay.
Because if they're going to the games, they'll wear the sweatpants and sweatshirts and stuff. And then if you're a local school that has black and gold colors, we're doing a run on the bib overalls for the local, local high school football games.
All right, and you know, you kind of alluded to this earlier. We've got some Columbia here, more Nike, some press box. So talk about some of these items that you brought on the hangers.
Well, this is a men's one, and it's a quarter zip.
Yeah.
It's really nice, and it's soft on the inside.
Yeah. Okay, and then we've got this unique one. I haven't seen something like this.
Black on black is the whole tonal thing has been popular for about the last 5 or 6 years. We can't keep in enough of the tonal stuff. Tonal hats, yes.
All right, well, call now, head into the store now, get it while it's hot, right?
And then this is a really nice ladies crew neck sweatshirt. It looks like it's 2 shirts. So it's just got the kind of the fake collar on it. So that's kind of nice.
Really
you don't have to have all that bulkiness underneath.
And I tell you what, the inside material, it feels so nice.
Very soft.
Yeah, very soft.
And then this is new from Pressbox as well. It's a French terry.
Okay.
So it's soft on the inside, like a sweatshirt.
Yeah, okay.
So you got a cardigan, and then it's really nice and soft.
Learning some new terms here.
And then this is a new company for us, Hype and Vice. And it's just your basic Hawkeye sweatshirt.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we've got youth jacket, which is nice for rain if we ever get it.
Right. I'm working on it. We're trying. We can't even buy a raindrop these days.
And then a cool sweatshirt, and it's real soft.
Yeah, and that's the thing, the material inside all these, even this jacket, you know, you would think that this is more lighter, and you're like, oh, well, this is more spring, but I mean, the material inside,
and
it doesn't feel like
kids are real picky. They really like soft things.
Yeah.
And the adults are starting to like that too, so.
Yeah, most definitely. So what are some maybe more uncommon items we wouldn't think of that you have in your store?
Well, we have, and I think I included some pictures. We've got the gallery.
Yeah.
And it's got a few of the Caitlin Clark prints still available in there. And there's a bobblehead of Caitlin Clark that we still have available.
One bobblehead, or are there multiple?
It's multiple, but that's it.
That's it.
When
that's it of the Caitlin Clark. So if you want a bobblehead, you got to get in there fast.
They keep getting a few more items in and stuff, but until the WNBA starts up again.
Oh, sure. All right.
Yep.
Well, from Hawkeye jerseys to T-shirts to bobbleheads and drinkware, much more, the Black and Gold Shop has it all and more, as they're the official retailer of the Iowa Hawkeyes. It's located at 102 East Kimberly Road in Davenport. You can see the hours there on your screen. You can also give them a call. Their website, theblackandgoldshop.com. As always, Carla, thank you so much, and thank you for showing off your store. Absolutely. We'll see you next time. Well, up next on Quad Cities Live, why the next roof on your home or business might as well be made of metal. Affordable Metal Manufacturing is here with why it's becoming the most popular material for exterior projects.
You're watching Quad Cities Live.
If you're ready to get started on an exterior project, you're probably considering a variety of construction options based on durability, design, and of course, energy costs. Metal is becoming an increasingly popular choice for all those reasons and many more. Sammy Barger is joining me from Affordable Metal Manufacturing. Sammy, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so talk more about the business and the kind of projects you work on, because it's more, you know, than just roofing.
Sure. So our business opened in 2008 in Kelowna, Iowa. Russ Miller was the original owner.
Okay.
And he started seeing a need to that was growing in the construction field. More people were wanting steel roofing, and the post-frame construction business was booming. So that's where it started. Now we're in 2012, we moved to Muscatine, Iowa, which is where we are now.
All right, you're located, headquartered there in Muscatine. So, you know, we're kind of focusing a lot on metal. So why is this material becoming a better alternative these days than other material?
It's a much more sustainable product. It lasts longer. It's more durable to the high winds. You know, in Tornado Alley alone, we're in one of the top 5 states for the most wind, tornadoes, hail damage, and it's just getting increasingly more. So it's a sustainable product that can withstand that weather kind of.
Yeah, derecho comes to mind when I think of that. I'm sure a lot of people were thinking of that when the derecho moved through back in 2020. So we're seeing some of the photos here of some of the metal roofing that you have. And I was kind of talking to you before. I was wondering, is it more businesses who are doing that? But you're saying more residential homeowners are doing this option of metal.
It's both, really. Both are really starting to get into it more. People are tired of replacing the roof every 10 to 15 years. These are a lifetime roof. So, I mean, the cost might be a little more, but when you look at it down the road, you're going to buy one roof or 5 of them.
Sure. There's a person who just got a new roof here recently. it is a pain. I wish I would have maybe broadened my horizons on the material, because it does sound like that this is pretty sustainable. So along with the roofing, you also have options for siding as well.
Yes, we just came out. We just got a new machine that runs our board and batten siding.
Okay.
It comes in 24 and 26 gauge.
Oh, yeah.
And
very
10.
Sturdy.
Yeah, very sturdy.
Yeah.
It's in 10-inch and 12-inch panels.
Okay.
And it's very durable. It withstands all the hail very well. It's got a high wind rating. The 24 gauge is actually Energy Star rated.
Okay.
So it's a very good sustainable product. It's easy to install. It's just like vinyl siding. It may be a little slower because it's metal. You got to be a little more careful, but very easy to install and contractor friendly.
And you know, with siding, I mean, yeah, hail comes to the top of my mind with it. You want to make sure that the outside of your house is protected as much as it can from the hail. So
sure,
this will do it for you.
Yeah, and we actually roll this one on site. So yeah, so whenever people order up their siding, they will actually come on site and roll these to length on your job site.
Okay.
So that makes it kind of handy. Some people have limits on how long the panels can get. We don't.
Sure. Okay.
So.
All right. So we want to talk a little more about a UL rating. You know, you were kind of talking about the Energy Star rating, but this kind of puts it all together, and it's a lot more along the lines of insurance purposes, right? Insurance companies like to look at this rating.
Yes, insurance companies want to know that your metal's UL rated, and that this year with our Smart Rib, we got UL rated with it, which means it's got a Class 4 impact rating, a Class 90 wind rating, and a Class A fire protection rating.
So this is like top of the top then?
Yes, this is as good as it gets for exterior products on your home.
Okay, and you all kind of pride yourself on your customer service, and you also work to be contractor friendly. So what do you mean by that? It's more than just like, hey, we're gonna come to your roof, we're gonna come to your siding. You try to have like that personal connection with your customers.
Yeah, we definitely do, especially with our customers and our contractors. We try to build a relationship with them, and that's key for us. Yeah. We have what we call lunch and learns for our contractors. When we take on a new contractor and they start buying products for them, I will actually come to their office, buy the whole company lunch, teach them about our company, what we're about, what they expect out of us, how to order, how to estimate, how to install, anything they need to know, so it's a comfortable transition for them.
And you can have that face-to-face conversation of any questions that they might have that you might not even think could come up, but if you're having that personal connection, it might feel more comfortable and more opted to ask you those questions.
Yeah,
all right, so you've got to, oh, I'm sorry, were you going to add something?
The customer service, hands down, we got the best customer service there is. If you're missing a panel or 2 panels because it was ordered wrong, we're going to do our best to get them there that day or the next.
All right, good to know.
So,
good to know. So there's a big incentive for people watching this segment right now. Yeah. So talk about the deal that people have.
So if you call us up and you're wanting an estimate on either a post frame building, siding, roofing, whatever, and you mention metal from watching this show, you get a 12% discount on your full project.
All right. So all you have to do is mention metal. METAL, that's easy to remember, right?
Yep.
All right, awesome, and you'll get 12% off. All right, so you can learn more about the products or even check out a gallery of completed projects by visiting affordablemetalmfg.com. And as we were just mentioning, you don't want to forget about that 12% discount for watching Quad Cities Live today. Just use the promo word METAL. Sammy, thanks so much for coming and sharing what you do.
Hey, thanks for having us.
Yeah, of course, absolutely. Well, still to come on QCL, ask the experts with Verizon. We'll learn more about the carrier's latest tailgate technology. And later, take the scenic route this weekend by stopping by the Urban TQC's Back Road Fest. We'll take a closer look at the one-of-a-kind products available and get details on this popular party out in the country. But first, it was a frosty morning out there, those temps in the 20s. Do we have more of that ahead? Meteorologist Kyle Dickens has a look at your First Alert forecast after the break.
watching Quad Cities Live.
We are continuing our Ask the Expert series and focusing on latest technology from smartphones to accessories. Verizon tech expert Liz Giraldi, Gilardi, we practiced this before, Liz.
It's okay.
Man,
It's all good.
Liz, I mean, you know how this goes. You have experience in TV, so you know how this goes. Liz, regardless, we certainly do appreciate you being here today because you've got a lot of really cool things.
We've been having a lot of fun with this already.
My mind is blown with some of this stuff, so we're going to get into it here very shortly, but it's probably hard for many of us to figure out which phone plan to choose from because there's so many out there, but Verizon kind of makes it easy.
We do. We try and make it easy, and right now, too, we have a great promotion. So if you bring your own device, you can get Verizon for less than you think, $50 per line. So that's when you bring your own device, you can save.
Okay, so when doing that, do we get to keep our same phone number that we have?
That's the biggest question we get all the time. So you get to keep your phone number. You can port that phone number over. We'll make it easy for you. But yes, you can keep your own phone number because people are like, wait, I don't want to switch because I don't want to lose my number I've had for like 10 years, 20 years. No, you can keep your phone number.
Okay, so what if we bring our phone in and we want to switch to Verizon, but we kind of want to trade our phone out? Is that an easy option for us?
We can also make that easy too, and we have some amazing smartphones. I know you were really eyeing the Samsung Galaxy Fold 6. I mean, this is, so it looks massive, right? It's like having your own mini tablet, 7.6 inches, powered by our 5G network, and it folds. I mean, you can't even tell when you're looking at it, and then it folds.
Yeah, look at that.
It has a camera on the outside, camera on the inside.
I mean, I'll hold it. Yeah,
You'll hold it, and actually, if you want to hold it, I'll do circle to search.
Oh, yeah, so let's talk about this.
This has some incredible AI features as well.
And you know, I know a lot of people freak out when they hear AI, but this isn't scary. This helps us. This helps us learn.
It does, yeah. So I have a picture, flowers, you're out walking, you're like, oh, I wonder what these are. What kind of conditions do they need to grow? So we just hit this button, circle it, and up pops all of the Google search results, telling us what kind of flower it is, like what kind of lighting it needs to grow, what climate it grows best in.
This is incredible. And, you know, I think a lot of people, you know, I'm thinking weather related here.
Yeah.
You know, they take pictures of clouds and they want to know what kind of cloud is it.
That is a great idea.
That's incredible. So can you pull that feature up again?
Yeah, we can pull that up again and show you. But a picture you find on the internet or a picture that you take just, you know, out and about.
And again, this is all artificial intelligence.
Yeah,
so, I mean,
and not only that, I mean, this can help you translate. So Note Assist is another great feature, and then Photo Assist to help you take the most vibrant, best photos as well. And when you bring in your phone and trade, you can save on this device.
And then you close it up, and it's like your usual home screen that you would think, and then you've got the 3 cameras on the side. This is incredible. So to go along with this, you've got Bluetooth headphones as well and a smartwatch.
Yeah, we have our Samsung Bud headphones, and then we also have, this is the new Watch Ultra, so this is super durable. It has upgraded GPS, heart rate monitoring, but up to 100 hours of battery life. So this is a watch that can keep up with you in terms of the battery life, but also it's just, you know, it's rugged, it's durable, so you're, you know, mountain biking or, you know, just out in the elements, all of those things. Yeah.
Okay, so obviously internet at home is very important, and you've got a way to connect the outside 5G into your home by this little doodad right here.
So this takes that 5G signal from outside, converts it into whole home Wi-Fi. Starts at $35 a month, and really with the Verizon Home Internet, you can customize your plan and save. So with My Home, you can add live TV, you probably already have streaming services, but you can add the Disney bundle, so you get Disney Plus, ESPN Plus, and Hulu, all for $10 a month, which is probably less than what you're paying right now.
Yeah, someone who's recently gone through all of their subscriptions and realized some of the things that we can get rid of.
What am I paying for?
Yeah, right. I'm like, what am I paying for? And you know, a lot of these deals, you can get them all in one for a cheaper price. So that's very important to know. So obviously, holiday season is going to be here before we know it. So with technology always changing, Verizon also has a couple of options of what might be popular this holiday season, including this little boom box. Which,
I love a Bluetooth speaker, and this is one of our newer ones.
Not box, but
well, it kind of looks like everyone wants to go like this.
It's the nostalgia.
Everyone wants to, they just like the handle, right? It's super portable though. I mean, and that's why this would be great for tailgating, hosting a party outside. it has the cool lights on the side, so you can program it to do like different light settings, and it floats in a swimming pool. It has a great battery life, and then you can connect other speakers. So if you're outside, like having a party, you can put a speaker here, put a speaker there, and kind of like have sound in your whole backyard or your whole home.
Sure. So yeah, this would be the perfect gift, and especially if you have a pool and this can float in the water. That just that amazes me. All right. So another cool gift that you might be thinking of here this holiday season.
AI
it's AI built in.
Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of AI built in, we've got these sunglasses here.
Yeah. These are the Ray-Ban Meta smart glasses.
So right as I put them on, it realized I put it on, so it made a sound. So it's like turning
noise.
on. So I'm not going to see anything right now, but if you get this all programmed up, you'll be able to do a lot of different features.
You can make calls. You can send text messages. You can video chat. So if, say, you're walking around somewhere and you're like, hey, check this out, and you call a friend, they'll see what you're seeing, which is just wild, right?
That is, yeah.
And then it has Meta AI. So you can ask Meta questions about the world around you as well.
Wow.
Ask Meta questions, and then you can take your phone out and ask Circle to Search questions, and you're all covered with the latest and greatest AI.
Yeah, this is
and technology.
This is a lot to really take in. This is incredible. So, and these also UV protective. I mean, so this is a
I mean, those are
pair
like
of sunglasses.
they look like regular sunglasses.
They do,
right?
They
have the style of the classic Ray-Bans. So it's like you don't even notice that they're so futuristic, right?
Yeah, wow, this is incredible. So we want to kind of circle back to the special that Verizon has, that $50 a month. So how can our viewers get involved with that?
Yeah, so $50 per month per line if you bring your own device.
Okay.
You can scan the QR code on your screen for our store locator. We would love to see you in store so you can take advantage of that $50 a month offer. And also we would love to show you some of our other cool gadgets, because this is just a sampling what I brought in today.
Oh gosh, I would probably spend an hour at your store just taking in all of the latest. I guess I need to keep up on my technology. Liz, thank you so much for bringing this stuff in. So if you want to take advantage of that $50 offer, or you want to check out the variety of Verizon products available, you can visit the website on your screen. That's verizon.com/getmore-for-less. And we'll have that QR code if you missed it coming up on our website to get you easier access to a Verizon location near you. Liz, once again, thanks so much for joining us today. All right, well, up next on QCL, vendors, live music, food trucks, and all sorts of fall fun at Urban Teak QC's Back Road Fest. We'll get the details on the event coming up this Saturday next. Coming up tomorrow on Quad Cities Live, a preview of the Fall Parade of Homes, which is happening this weekend. We'll learn more and talk with the custom home developer. Plus, it's Museum Month, and we're introducing you to one of the most unique spaces in the Quad Cities. We're talking about the Mississippi Spoon Gallery. That much more tomorrow, right here on Quad Cities Live. We'll take a trip out to the country this weekend and enjoy everything the fall season has to offer at an annual event offering lots of shopping and, of course, live entertainment. Joining me now with the details of the Back Road Fest is organizer Diana Gasper. She is the owner of Urban Teak QC out of Walcott. Diana, thanks so much for joining us. Welcome back.
Thank you, thank you.
And once again, I mean, we've ditched our normal setup here in the QCL kitchen, and you refurnish a lot of old furniture, including this table and these chairs.
I love to save it. I got to save the good stuff, because the old good stuff, because the new stuff is not good.
Yes.
That's my tagline.
And I think you've really made your selling point clear here. And this is incredible. I mean, how long did it take you to do something like this?
Okay, so I get that question all the time. And it depends, only because I work on several different projects at a time. Right now I'm doing 6 dining room tables.
Oh gosh.
So I get those all at once. So I get those all assembly line sanded. Then I go stain everything, and then I poly everything. So 2 weeks per, 3 weeks per, just depends.
Wow.
Yeah, save all the good stuff. So this is like a mid-century modern table from the 50s, and I paired it with some vintage Ethan Allen farmhouse chairs. So it's mid-century modern farmhouse.
Very sturdy and feels great. So thank you for bringing this in today. It's very comfortable here at the table. So let's stick with the whole shopping aspect here. You've got a lot of vendors coming up to your festival here this Saturday.
Yes.
So how many do you have?
So I've got over 40.
Okay.
Yes, and then we've got anything from clothing, earrings. We've got wood products, which is a fantastic little decorative board, and it's got Napa Valley stamped on the backs. We've got some wine barrels being made into different products. I've got baked goods.
Yeah.
Toffee.
Oh, toffee. You can't go wrong with toffee. We see some of the pasta there and those meal kits. A lot of your vendors showing up here on the screen. So just anything you can really think of is going to be here to let us all embrace the fall season and, of course, the winter season. We can't forget about that. I mean, that is going to be.
We're getting lucky. We're so lucky so far. Yeah,
so far, so good. So you brought many of the items here with us. Brought a great display. So I want you to show off that wine barrel again.
Oh, this is super neat.
Because this is unique. Yeah.
This is super neat. It's stamped Napa Valley. So they got the wine barrels in from Napa Valley, and they create so many different products with the wine barrels. It's amazing. Yeah. So yes, you need to stop by their booth on Saturday. And then for the fall stuff, we've got the fall clothing. We've got soup mixes out there, pasta, all the homemade goods. You know, we've got cookies. You can make dip mixes.
Some trail mix.
I've got some wood products, cheese slicers out of things.
Oh, that's cool.
I know, and a Lazy Susan. We've got mystery books, like you can pick up a book that you don't know the title of, that you read the little description.
It looks like we got headbands.
Oh, headbands in case, you know, we got crazy people who work out. And then we've got earrings. I mean, it's just gifts for everything you can think of. Anybody. You want to pick up a gift for a holiday, a birthday, and shopping for yourself.
Yeah, and you know, I noticed on the Facebook group that there's more than 3,000 people who are interested in this festival.
Yeah, it's going to be busy.
Talk about the growth from this idea you had. The first one was in 2022, and it just keeps getting bigger and better. It just keeps getting bigger and bigger. And this time I decided to waive the entry fees.
Yeah, let's talk about that. And something very close to my heart are the animal shelters. Yeah. And I have 2 cats that I've actually adopted, but every single animal shelter throughout the United States is full. Yeah. There's nothing empty. So I decided to waive the entry fee this time and just take donations. We're going to park my old 1996 Ford pickup truck at the front gate, and we're going to fill it with supplies for the Scott County Humane Society. And then Rescued is also a partner in this, and they're going to have people at the gate. Yep, accepting donations because they help people pay for surgeries and other medical expenses for animals that they can't afford to. So yeah,
so waiving the fee, but your donations.
Absolutely.
I mean, we're talking not only just dog food, cat food, but you know, things you wouldn't think of like bleach. I mean,
bleach, blankets, nylon bones, any treats that. Yeah, they gave me a punch list of what they'd like to have, so I've kind of been sharing that along the way.
All right.
On every post.
So let's get that old Ford pickup truck filled and get these animals. Get these shelters up to speed with everything that they need.
Because volunteers, like you said, adoptions, time, yes.
I mean, every Monday right here on the show, it's the same story. We're at capacity and we need help. So
it's crazy.
Yeah, let's get them the help that they need. So let's talk about Walcott itself.
Yeah.
So obviously your shop, your business is in Walcott. So
technically, that's an interesting statement that you just said because I'm really not in Walcott. So everybody, I met the mayor a while back and he's like, "Where do you live?" And I'm closer to Maysville. I'm outside of Maysville.
Okay.
I'm the last house in the
district here.
The last house in the district of Walcott, but I'm on 6 acres out there, and it's beautiful and it's gorgeous, and I love it. And my business is on my property out there. That was my main goal when I first started. Yeah. And then I have so much acreage, I'm like, I wanted to share it with other people, and that's how the event started.
So this is a great way to do it. So along with the vendors that you have, you've got live entertainment as well.
Oh, I do. I have 2 singers. I have Jacob Hemingway coming out and Chris Avery. AV, I always say that incorrectly. And then we've got Sinful Barbecue coming up from Wapello, so they'll be doing barbecue for the day. Yeah, and then I've got a traveling drink truck also.
Yeah, I think we saw the
the sippin'. Yep.
Yep, we saw that traveling bar there in the beginning.
Yeah,
so
we got it all covered.
What's the response been like from people in the community?
Love it, love it. They love the property. They love just coming out to the country and just being there. I have ladies that'll just come out and sit and spend the day there. And my vendors that come set up don't want to leave. They stay like, can we just stay tonight? I'm like, enjoy it. Enjoy it. I'm gonna go in and sleep. Go ahead, stay as long as you want.
Yeah, you know, we were talking earlier about some of these larger venues that we have, you know, some of these markets and these fairs going on. This is more of a quaint one.
Right.
And you can really get that country feel.
Absolutely. I was kind of hoping the guys would keep the corn up around me, but they took it down too. I know.
They're taking advantage of the dry weather.
That's exactly. I've been talking to the farmers. They're really happy about it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, this is just incredible. Everything that you brought. I mean, we've got some books, a jigsaw puzzle. Even you know, we were talking about the holidays of the wreath.
Right. Decorations. Yeah. We've got I've got a lady who just makes random lights out of random, like a book light. I know, isn't that cool?
I didn't even notice the lamp on. So that's an actual light.
It's a light. It's a book light. Isn't that the coolest thing? I've seen book end tables before, but I've never seen a light. No. And we've got a lady who makes wood products out of slab pieces, and
All right, awesome. Well, there's a lot to see here at the Back Road Fest. It's this Saturday, October 19th from 10 to 4, located on the corner of Highway 130 and 80th Avenue in Walcott, or the very outskirts of Walcott. Donations, of course, go to Humane Society of Scott County as well as Rescue in Silvis, Illinois. Thank you so much for joining us. Yes, of course. Yeah, we'll see you next time. And thank you for watching Quad Cities Live. We'll see you next time, but in the meantime, the Music 4 with Sharon is next.